a better PC, it'll start functioning a little bit better because I think it crashed. Yeah, yeah. Because there now it says I'm live on Twitch. My thing updated for me. Okay.
Oh, there's your stream on YouTube at least.
Okay, I was fixing to go check that.
Yeah, it's live.
Homeowners insurance
Past
and
the
property protection
boo,
are
dude.
essential components of
Zeno
insurance,
Goku is my
providing
favorite design of
financial
Goku
security against
ever.
unexpected events such as natural disasters, theft,
Goku Black.
and liability claims. A homeowner's insurance policy helps cover the cost of repairing or
Nah, Zeno Goku, dude. Fucking Dragon Ball Superhero Super or whatever, or Superhero Super or whatever. The fucking. Do you know that anime? The It's like a trading card game, but there's like little episodes that Japan releases. They're like 11 minutes old, or like 3 minutes, or yeah, 11 minutes.
Oh, it says I have two live streams. Cool. I didn't mean for that to happen, but I'll accept it.
Evil Dave Chappelle. That's wild.
Oh no.
Evil. Damn. I really am still sad that Jonathan Majors isn't going to come back as Kang.
I know, me too.
He's like, dude, I loved it. I love this dude. It fucking
Creed.
Creed 3.
I like his performance. He's like Victor Timely, and he's like
What?
he's talking about on Loki. Victor Timely is a person who has a stutter,
Oh,
and when he's Kang in because he plays as Kang in Loki, and he's like, "How's Victor Timely?" I hope he's doing well, because Victor Timely is just him in another universe, or it's just an alternate universe
yeah,
version of Kang. Kang's apparently the ultimate being, or
yeah.
the being for the universe. Maybe,
I still have not seen season 2 of Loki. I love
bro,
season 1. I don't know if I want to
so
tarnish it with
good,
season 2.
so good. Loki is so goated.
There's a lot of Marvel projects that I haven't seen. At least recently, because I saw, like, I had Disney Plus when Black Panther 2, like, just came out, because that was the only thing that I wanted to see. And
I did that one, and then I did no, I did Moon Knight first, and then I did Loki. But they were both so fucking good. I thought they were phenomenal. I thought they were great movies. Yeah. Well, we were. It's actually funnily enough. I was talking about that with Caleb. Because I was saying that we need to do the. Sorry, I was checking something on my phone. Um, I was saying that we need to do the full chronological order movie, or yeah, Marvel movie order. That'd be a cool watch party thing.
For sure.
Or actually, what is that? Yeah, that's probably what I should do. Let's talk about Marvel stuff. Yeah.
The only one that I'm missing out of Phase One, well, technically, is Captain Carter and Captain Carter and fuck, what was it? Captain Marvel. Those are the only two that I'm missing out of Phase One.
What is going on? There you go. Let's go do this together. The only way to watch all Marvel movies, to watch all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, is in order in which they were released. That's right, just like Star Wars. Shut up. Fuck off.
I mean, it is kind of true though to just like unravel it yourself chronologically in the way it released.
Yeah, but I don't want to do
He said, "Yeah, but I don't want to do that."
that. No. Give me the subreddit. Give me the nerd who made all the thingies.
I think the first movie is what, Captain America.
Yeah. Disney Plus has arranged them in both release order and timeline order.
Yeah, but both are pretty much. I know that.
There it is. R/just MCU timeline. Oh, thanks, Hims, for better sex. Give me an ad. You pay me. I need. I'm gonna email Hims today. I was online. I got a Hims ad on my stream. I need money. Send me money. I'll go back to it. My watch order of the MCU, all Marvel live action, not only MCU chronological order, watch order. Okay. I had to do an updated post since I got some good consecutive feedback on my former post, so I hope you enjoy this and keep giving me feedback. I always had problems finding complete lists of both chronological order and release order that included all Marvel, so I made some lists myself. New in these releases, I updated the list with comments I got on my previous post, so I added all the old movies and series, started from Captain America 1944. Previously, I started from Howard the Duck 1986. Holy shit. I also added Mutant X, Generation X, The Punisher, Dirty Laundry, which I had forgotten in earlier versions. Holy shit.
No, this fool really meant all Marvel.
He meant all Marvel. Damn, I'm not even that serious about it. Damn. Holy.
He included Howard the Duck.
He included Howard the Duck, B. Yeah, I don't need that deep, brother. Thank you, Dynamachine for being super thorough. But please, I'm not watching the old Howard the Duck movie, and not at all. The president invites our guests upon the Celestial Island World Summit.
Leah Thomas is in it. Bro.
Leah Thomas,
the mom from Back to the Future, is in it.
Thank you. Another Blue Chew and Hims. Y'all give me a list. I need a list of how many different ads you see on here so I can email them so they can send me some fucking money. Putting their big ass ads on my stream. MCU chronological timeline. Van Helsing. Holy, brother. What are you doing?
Why would Van Helsing be in there?
Yeah, listen to this order. Van Helsing, Dracula, Underworld, 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 which was Lycan's Evolution, Awakening, Blood Wars, First Avenger, Agent Carter, one shot from Iron Man 3 DVD, Agent Carter Season 1, Agent Carter Season 2, X Men First Class, Days of Future Past, Wolverine, Eric Bana's Hulk, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Is that one even good?
Not
Have you seen
really.
it?
There's some
No?
cool scenes in it, but that's
Is Eva Mendes still in it?
it's who?
Eva Mendes?
Oh no.
No, I'm not watching it. The Punisher, Captain Marvel
Yeah.
mid-credit scene. Nick Fury, Agents of Shield, 1998 movie. Men in Black, The Punisher, Punisher Dirty Laundry, Daredevil, Elektra, Men in Black 2. Men in Black is not Marvel. Is Men in Black Marvel?
No.
Let's talk about other topics. Let's discuss other things because this Marvel timeline thing was a bit odd. No, I need to find an actual Marvel timeline, a Marvel movie timeline. Sorry, my keyboard is too loud.
All good. I'm just sitting here editing still.
I don't like that TikTok tells me people who join because I've had like 4 separate people who have joined the chat, but it doesn't tell me if they leave. Which obviously I don't need to know if they leave because it's none of my business. But it's like this person joined and then it just completely removes the last person's name whenever the new one come in. Oh look, thank you Search AI. Let's see, Phase 1. I guess we should have to watch it in the phase. It would probably be best just to watch it in the phases then. I do want to watch it in chronological order though, so that way it's like, oh, okay, so after the events of Iron Man happen, these events in Thor happen, and it's like, because obviously Captain America came out a different time, but Captain America was also older by a few months. Oh, here, sorry, there's the list. But if we do it, we'll have to do it by phases, right? Just because it's probably the only thing that makes sense to just do your movies by phase instead of in chronological, especially since everyone's chronological order list is different. (2008) Wait, so does that mean that they don't count Eric Bana's Hulk? Only Edward Norton's?
Did you not know that Eric Bana is not a part of the MCU? Or
I just didn't know that they didn't count his movie as a part of that line. Cause they have the Marvel
It's-
intro on it.
well, I mean, so did a lot of the other Marvel stuff. A lot of the older Marvel stuff like that. Like they barely just brought back the. No, they're completely ignoring it because there's a Betty Ross in that movie, and they barely just brought back Betty Ross from the Edward Norton Hulk.
Betty's gonna be in the new one, in Thunderbolts.
She was in something recently.
Oh, what the hell? And it's still gonna be Mark Ruffalo, not even Edward Norton, or yeah. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, it would still be Mark Ruffalo.
She's just gonna acknowledge the fact that he looks different, or I hope they do. He'd be like, she's like, you look different. He's like, yeah, well, I have a giant green person living inside me, so some dumb shit. Okay, so the timeline for how to watch for the MCU says from 1943 to 2026. The order of the movies goes Captain America, Captain Marvel, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, or sorry, I skipped that. Captain America, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Thor before The Avengers, I skipped another icon. Thor the Dark World after Iron Man 3, both Guardians back to back, Guardians 1 and Guardians 2, and then Avengers Age of Ultron, and then Ant-Man and Captain America Civil War, and then Doctor Strange. Then after Doctor Strange, you will watch Black Widow and then Black Panther, Spider-Man Homecoming, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It says on the same lines of the timeline. I'm assuming that they're just want to go in this order, so they'll do Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor Ragnarok. Hold on, why is there another Guardian symbol here? But it doesn't have a label.
Hold on. I got it. I asked ChatGPT to make me a timeline, including the Netflix and the Agents and Shield shows and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's making it still,
Oh, okay.
and it's almost damn near. Like I agree with it.
Let me see. I'm gonna go
Like
through
it
this
goes
one.
from
Oh yeah, so this one says Thor Ragnarok, Avengers Infinity War, and then Endgame back to back. And then Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, Ant-Man Quantumania, and Multiverse of Madness are about the same, so we can do those whatever time. Thor Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and then Galaxy 3. What the fuck is Werewolf by Night?
You didn't see Werewolf by Night?
No.
It was pretty good.
It's a Marvel movie?
It's a Marvel like show.
Oh.
It had a man thing in it at the
Uh,
end.
who's the show for?
It was like a Halloween thing
Oh.
back in like 2021, somewhere around there.
Well, it says Werewolf by Night, Guardians Holiday Special, Guardians 3, and then Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals. The Marvels. Why am I slow today, bro? My brain just does not work. Free TikTok coins. Hi 2905. Hello, robot. Thank you for coming to the chat. At least somebody's commenting. Nolan. Nolan Duck. Like Dolan Duck? Nolan Dark? Is that ball knowledge? Like actual ball knowledge? Knowing Dolan Dark he's an old meme. That's an old memester.
Dolan Dark.
Pretty sure.
Oh, Dolan Duck.
Dolan Duck. I thought it was Dolan Dark because like it might have been Dolan Duck, and then it was because I swear Dolan Dark had to like didn't he do like scary stories or something like at the end of the day or what the fuck was Dolan Dark? What am I
I think
thinking of?
maybe, but
I don't know. Oh goodness. I'm gonna take a quick break and then I will be right back.
gotcha. We can look over the list after you come back because it's pretty like it comes with everything.
Sweet. I'll be back. Hello, hello. Shoot. Coughing hurts. I do think I'm gonna probably cut my stream off at like an hour. It's like once it hits 2 o'clock, I think I'm gonna go make me some food. I gotta run a couple of errands around 4ish. Gives me a little bit of time to do whatever. But I'm just gonna cut off streaming around that time, and then I'll just do whatever because I gotta, like I said, I gotta cook and whatnot. So
Gotcha.
be pretty all right when I'm done. Let's see. What should I stream? I don't want everybody to just sit here and stare in the Discord though.
Oh, I have that MCU plus like everything timeline. I think.
Here, send it to me so that way I'll put it on screen and I'll read it out. Oh, goodness. Uh-oh. Oh, it was just refreshing, I guess. Am I lagging on this end? No? Oh, at least this doesn't show any lag.
My fault. I was changing audios.
No, you're good. My thing was saying reconnecting to chat.
All right, let's see. We got a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, man. I'm so sore.
Wait. Let me see if this is actually like, because I went to go smoke too, and now I'm confused. I'm like, I think this is, but it doesn't feel like it's everything. 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait.
That would be cool. Polls and quizzes, behind the scenes content. Let's do some quizzes then, yeah? Put some quizzes up while we talk about some Marvel. What kind of quizzes do we do? BuzzFeed quizzes.
Shit, there was a Secret Invasion show, huh? And it
Yeah.
was shit.
I think that's when we find out that Bucky actually, or not Bucky, but Rhodey didn't even know that, or didn't even get to go to what's his name's funeral. Get to go to Tony's funeral.
Yeah.
God, look goofy as hell.
Okay, I think this is more. This is more what I was looking for. Okay. Oh shit! This list even includes the Gifted and Runaways. Fucking shows that no one watched. Cloak and Dagger. I forgot Cloak and Dagger had a show.
Yeah, that's why they're in Marvel Rebels.
That was like real obscure. Oh, um,
Oh,
what's the
should we
one
take?
there are a bunch of, where there are a bunch of mutants in a insane asylum or some shit?
What?
There's like a bunch of X-Men mutants in like some kind of asylum,
Oh,
and
New
like
Mutants.
New Mutants. Some shit that also no one watched.
Yeah. Huh. Look at these. I'm sorry. I did that. I went to the 16 because I've already done my Myers Briggs test, like my to get my personality type. I've already done that one, but I didn't know that they had a bunch of other types.
Okay, this is more the list that I was looking for. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Speaking of, you should probably do your 16 personalities test. I think everyone in the group's done theirs already. 'Cause
What
I got ENTJA, and Donovan got
the
ENTJT.
fuck is?
The 16 personality. You're not watching my stream, are you?
No.
Ah, well, there's a there's a personality test. It's like the Myers Briggs one that gives you it gives you your personality type, like your type code or whatever the fuck. It's like 100 questions, but I feel like it's pretty good. I actually like it. It helped me understand my friends a little bit too, because like they would show me their friend code and I would just look up like what the friend code was, and doing that, or not their friend code but their personality code, so like mine was ENTJ, and so people who find that out can look at the chart or like the whatever the meaning of those would be, and they would know what kind of person I was. And like people who actually know those kinds of tests actually, or there's a lot of people who are like super into that, and they'll just know. They're like, oh, you're like a type A, like a type E person, or a type N or type T, whatever the fuck. But they're pretty cool. I like them.
And I gotta take it myself.
Yeah. Unless you want to take it together, I can take. We'll do. You want to take your test on stream? That's a good stream idea, honestly. Because then it's like an interview question, like an interview show.
16.
Yeah. Would you say you
Fuck it.
regularly?
I'll just watch your stream.
Okay, that's what I say. I'll just interview you and then you just answer. Okay.
Regularly make new friends.
Would you say you regularly
As
make
of
new
recently,
No.
I only agree because I just met y'all. But
I would say just regularly. I mean, in your day to day, if you say you start a new job, you go to a new place, you're going to something new for sure. Are you making a new friend while you're there?
hell no.
No. Okay.
If I'm at a job, it'll take like a good month to probably get a new friend.
Not lying ass. We were friends day one. I just went and picked on you, and then we were friends.
I
Complex and novel ideas.
think
Yeah. You said yes.
Complex,
God, let me read.
complex and
Fool.
novel
God. You're a terrible interviewee.
Well, I'm just
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones? You said you would agree. High agree or low agree? Like 1, 2, 3 on a scale of agree. 3 being the most and 1 being the least.
I do love Lovecraftian and all that, so yeah,
2,
I
3?
agree.
Full 3, full agree you?
Yeah.
Because these are like, I kind of agree. I agree is like I really agree. Like I'm adamant about this. Like versus like meh. I mean not
Yeah.
really. Nah is like no and then like fuck no. You know what I mean? Like you've got your layers. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than factual arguments. Nah, that pretty
So
much
I go
asks
by
like,
my own emotions.
do you go? Yeah, so like, say we're having a conversation, it's kind of a back and forth, and you're like, or we'll say we'll do like the trolley thing, right? Like the trolley problem. You got two old people on one side versus two babies on the other. You're like, do you push the trolley towards the old people or towards you know, towards the factual arguments? So factual argument would be like, these old people have been alive for a very long time. Babies have yet to have lived their life. They really don't need to die. Factually, I mean, that's a true statement. Obviously, nobody needs to die in this situation. But the factual sentiment would be pick
Off
one over
and-
the or you're
and
like
just leave it to chance.
yeah you're like you're emotionally you're like I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to hurt babies. Like if you have to pick, like I don't know.
Exactly.
That was
I'm
probably
not
like a terrible
being
option.
responsible for any decision.
That was a terrible example that I gave, but that's the first thing that came to my head.
Nah, I got you. Damn.
It's just like,
don't
would
know.
you like if you had to somebody's making an argument and like if I'm laying down facts, right, and it's a true thing, I'm like, hey, what you're doing is this, this, and this. Like sorry, and you're like, oh, that hurt my feelings, and so like you being upset about that means more to you than the fact that I told you the truth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
I'd
that's
rather
probably
hear
what
the truth.
you'd rather hear the truth. So
I don't care about your emotions.
okay, do you severely disagree, kind of disagree a little bit? We'll just put it in the middle for now.
Like someone disagree.
One disagree. I mean, because your emotions are still pretty valid. I mean, it's not like you can't not be upset about something even if it's right. So it happens. Just difference between EQ and IQ, I guess. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized.
Nope.
Disagree. Okay. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
I do actually.
You do. Okay. I think I'm just going to do it on the twos of each of them just because that seems fair. It's like a definitive answer. Unless it's like one that I can tell where you're like, oh, yes, 100% yes. Or like, no, fuck no. I'll just put it in the middle. The idea of networking and promoting yourself to strangers seems very daunting. Very daunting.
I honestly really agree.
You agree?
I know I want to do this content and all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to put my name out there, but I'm not one to like.
Hey,
Just
if
put
you're
my
on
voice
the
out
stream,
there
if
and
you're
just,
ever on
like-
your phone, come by my stream. Type. No, I
I'm not one
understand.
to yeah. I never want the spotlight. The spotlight, never.
It's not that I don't want the spotlight. I talk too fucking much to not. Plus I put my face on camera. I would like people to watch me. I would like people to, but I would also like to be an entertainer. I think that is ultimately my goal. I come from a family of funny people. My mom always said I was a social butterfly. I spent too much time in school trying to be social, trying to make friends, and ultimately I think it's because like my want for me is to be an entertainer. So it's like hopefully that's something I get to do. And that's just the route that I want to go. But for you say you don't want the spotlight, you don't want you don't want to entertain, but you want to express yourself at least. You want to have an outlet. So I don't think we're, that different in that regard. But talking to people for you is a little harder than it is for me because I'm the social butterfly. So I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll promote myself. versus you who is like, I don't want the spotlight. I just want people to see my art.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's really it.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. So I'll put you in the slightly disagree because you do want to be there. It's not daunting to you in the sense that it's like, oh well, it's not daunting to you in the sense that it's like it's so daunting that I can't do it, but it is daunting enough to you for where you're like I let's chill out for a minute, you know, just take a pause. Not really have to do this right now. I don't want to stream if I can't, if I can't put myself on camera. But you want to do it enough to where you can at least outlet and express yourself because that's the thing that you like doing the most. So that I understand. Would you say that you prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline?
Strongly agree. I try to.
You try to. Okay, that's good. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Ooh, sorry.
What the fuck does that mean?
So, I guess let me think of an example.
Like talking, like texting, and rather physically speaking.
I would assuming it's like people's stories and emotions mean more speak louder to you than there are numbers or data. So it's like, yeah, maybe, maybe you're not a good person on the team. Like you're just not that overall that good of a player, but you're, everyone really seems to be upbeat and happy about the fact that you're on the team. They're happy that you're here. Where, you bring an emotional level to the team that is more important physically. Like say like I have a teammate. We're all playing soccer, right? We have a team. Let's say our crew plays soccer, but Caleb doesn't like soccer, and he hates it. And so Caleb's soccer scores and soccer numbers are just pretty fucking low. But he's otherwise one of the greatest friends that we've ever had. He's a very good asset to the team because he emotionally motivates everyone to be there. If even Caleb can play, then I think we should all be able to play. That's the kind of motivating thing. I think that speaks to me. I think that would speak louder. Like that would be an example of how his story and his emotion speaks louder to me than his numbers and his data. Yeah, because who he is as a person means more to me than what he's bringing to the table. As far as soccer goes, At least that's what that question means to me.
So even if like the top player is like the top player, I could just say fuck him.
Maybe, yeah, because he could be a straight dork. You know what I mean? He could be the top player on the team, but he could be just a straight loser. I don't want to talk to that guy.
He's just a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, if you're a dickhead and you're making the rest of the team a problem, then I'm gonna have to get rid of you.
I guess, in that sense too, like if it's emotions too, like okay, just because you're number one, that makes you a piece. Doesn't make you a piece of shit. Just like
it doesn't give you the right to be a piece of shit because you're number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I get what you mean. It's like if I'm a coach and I'm thinking about it in terms of that, then maybe. But also coaches have to think about numbers and data. So, for me, I would say numbers and data means more if I'm in that situation. But me as a person, like your story and who you are, like I want to know that. That means more to me, like who you are as a person on the base level than whatever your data is, like however many people you've dated, whatever your track record is for how many people, I don't care. Your track record isn't who you are as a person. Who you are as a person is who you express. And every person is only getting a little tiny, like a snippet, a little tiny tidbit of who you are, truly. And it's just a little part of you, a little piece that you put forward to that person. So it's like your emotion and your story and your emotion definitely speaks louder to me than what numbers or data. Because I don't care how many cars you've wrecked. I don't care how many people you slept with or how what kind of grades you got in high school. As long as you're a good person to me, I think you're definitely, that speaks louder to me, and that you're definitely worth being more of a friend than whether or not you made good grades.
Yeah.
That's probably the other one. Those are the examples that I could give, that I could think of, at least for that question. So. Would you say you agree or disagree that people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data?
Yeah, I strongly agree.
Strongly agree. You like to use organizing tools and schedules and lists like schedules and lists. I can't fucking English today.
Oh yeah, I 100% do. Like I have notes in my fucking phone. I have notes in my PC. I have notes in my fucking chat GBT that I'm making right now.
Would you say that even a small
So I
mistake?
can,
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt you.
nah, it's all good.
I I am kind of the same way, but because I have a decent memory, I keep it all in my head. If I need to keep notes down though, like I'll put a couple of notes, or I'll put like a small notes that only I would know, so that way, like, because I trust my memory more than I trust other people's, especially when it comes to things about me or things for me. So if I ask, I don't actually ask people to remind me to do stuff. So I'm like, I don't. Like if I say like, "Hey, remind me to do this," it's because I'm saying it out loud, so I can put a little tiny snippet, a little tiny memory of something in my head, so that way I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The let me see. I was checking a thing on my phone. Even a small task can cause you to doubt your overall abilities. Did I say small task? My brain is so slow today. I need to stop bashing my head against the wall. I have CTE. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. Would you say? You agree or disagree?
I'll put that one
Or you can put it in the middle too. The
because I
middle counts
kind
as
of
an option.
agree. Because like I don't know if I feel like if I'm knowledgeable in something or if I'm good at something and all of a sudden like I'm starting to suck at it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, damn, what the fuck happened?
Mm-hmm. That's fair. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up conversation.
I'll put kind of. If I see something I like a shirt or like a hat, a fucking necklace, I'm like, yo, I like that shirt. And that's
Yeah, I
about
fuck with
all
that.
that conversation we have.
And that's honestly, that's all you need. I don't know. I've never understood where it's like, I get being socially apt. Like, not being socially inept is hard hard for me to understand because like we're social creatures. We should be fine to be able to talk to whoever. What I have the problem with is like, you shouldn't be expected to carry on more than just that if it's not more than just that. Hey, I like your shirt. That's a great shirt. You know. Oh, thanks, man. I got it. You know, or you know, if the conversation continues, as that person stops, and you're like, "Hey, where'd you get it?" Oh, I got it from this place. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, it's a small, little, short conversation. You don't have to be any better or any different of a human to have that small, short conversation, and nothing awkward happened, nothing weird happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like and then there's nothing about that, at least to me, that would make me understand why you would be so anxious to have some sort of small, interaction like that. Not you specifically. I just mean like in general.
Yeah.
I'm also like I'm still of the mindset change. Like we should start working on mindsets around the world. We just start with the group around us. And that's also another thing too. Like, I for one, my friends say that I like to argue, but it's just the easiest way to say it. It's like, it's not me versus you when it comes to a problem. It's me and you versus the problem. And it's like I will poke and prod and pry at so many things. I'll ask a lot of questions because I'm trying to figure things out. And it sounds like it's like me just trying to dismantle everything. But I just want to know every single part, like, so you gotta, the best way to have a good argument is to know every single side of it, and the best way to learn and grow as a person is to learn other people's stories and other sides and stuff like that. So it's like I can't entirely not want to talk to someone, so I have to let go of the fact that you're kind of anxious to talk to people. How else are you going to learn about shit, and how else are you going to expand as a person? I'm sure everyone wants to expand as a person, right? Like, We don't want to be the same person forever.
Nah.
Especially if our results haven't been pretty good. Like, my results in the past have not been great with interaction and people. It is entirely my problem. And I want to become a better person so that way I don't have to go through those kinds of interactions again. So, like, you start working on the mindset thing, you know? It works for me. I'm going to try to help the message, you know? It'd be pretty cool. Works for me. But I'm also a retarded robot, so. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works.
If it's not my work, I don't want to hear anything. But if it's someone else's work, I'll put my 2 cents in and see if they like it, and if they go for it, go for it.
What do you mean? So, like, if somebody's talking to you about another person's work?
Yeah. Like if I'm reviewing someone else's work, and they want to change it how they want to change it, I'm like, all right, go for it.
Mm. No, that's fair. I mean, I think that's just inherent.
When it
in
comes
art,
to my
though.
work, though, the only work that I have is editing, and I'm like, in my world, that's my world. I don't want to hear nothing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question.
Yeah, it is.
Where did you want me to put that? You're not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works?
I put it in the middle.
In the middle. It's just a loaded question because it's like we all as people have to acknowledge that art is subjective, and that we all can't have the same taste in art. So we can have our own opinion on it.
Yeah.
But like, what if it's just not good? Like, you know, what if it's bad? What if it's straight up something not good? Like people hurting other people, or like things that we deem as society as bad. Like, it's art though, you know? Do you consider that good art?
Not a
Or-
masochist. Or not a masochist. So
Are
I'm not
you
a
like,
serial killer.
no, I know. I'm just like asking. It's like art is subjective, and so it's such a hard like whenever when you get questions like that, it's like you're okay with discussing other interpretations and other people's art and stuff like that. Like,
Oh.
I am, but it's like what if that guy's weird, and what if he doesn't like what is considered good art, and he likes art that's not considered good, you know? It's such a hard thing to decide, because if everything is if everything is subjective and everything is up to your own interpretation, then it's kind of hard to determine what's good and what's bad, because everyone has their own version of that as well. And that's weird. That's hard to think about. In it, it's like what was it? I forget that guy's name, but he did the animation where he's like, hold on, are you wearing an Aaron Hernandez jersey? And he's like, separate the art from the artist, brother. Like, Aaron Hernandez is a murderer, but his stats were phenomenal when he was in football. Like, you know what I mean? He's a damn good football player, but like, do we really have to? Like, can I really separate the art from the artist? Because even though this guy was up for a Heisman, he did kind of kill someone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how do you decide if that's good or
I don't
bad?
Like, okay, how do you feel about this one?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's kind of off topic, but like, so there's this band, As I Lay Dying.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, well, okay, so they released albums in the 2010s. They're mostly a Christian metal band.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their kind of label kind of was. But over time, over time they got bigger and bigger, and so did the singer, literally and physically, because he started taking steroids and like started getting bigger. And he hired a hitman to kill his wife so he could get custody of his kids. But who he hired was I think it was either an undercover cop, or he told someone. No, yeah, he just straight up told like the police, like, I think this dude's about to kill his wife.
Wow.
Wait, no. I think it was a cop. It was an undercover cop that he Yeah, he was asking for a gym in the gym. He was asking like someone if they knew a hitman or some shit.
Oh, he's like, you
And he
know
was
somebody who can
like,
kill my wife?
yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, I definitely know someone. And so he called up one of his police friends, and so
They
went
ended up
undercover as
notifying
a
her, right?
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I remember that story.
But
Keep going.
he went to jail, and now he's out, and he's been out, and he's actually crazy stories that like when he was in jail, he's all what's it called, reformed or whatever, but
Hmm.
no one believes him. But he gets back with the band. They make an album, pretty fire album. But all of the band members like just left. Like
Oh, really?
recently, they all just left, and they all pretty much said like, "This dude is hostile. This dude is still hostile."
He's still a problem.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. I can't be confident in the fact that some people are just like reformed or changed. You know, that's what I'm saying. We got to start working on like mindset changes and stuff because it's like that guy just wasn't happy and in a relationship, but nobody told him that he could just, hey, bro, your Kazuya needs to get better. My Kazuya would still dust 99.9% of your characters, just so you know. Nice haircut,
Sad.
Can. Thanks, Can. Um, no, it's just
Oh, what was it?
I think what was I saying? The guys distracted me. Buttheads came into the chat just to talk. Thank you for joining the chat, guys. Uh, I don't know. It's one of those things where like, are you going to prison because, are you going to prison because you actually are there to learn and change and reform who you are as a person, or are you
To
going to
them, it's just
yeah
doing time,
it's just waiting time until you get back out. Like they're not teaching you
waiting
anything there.
time.
You just have to work. You have to listen to some guy who's gonna keep up the work, bro. I'll see you on later. See you,
No,
buddy.
the only thing is to survive. That's it. They don't do nothing but survive. There's no reform. It's just survive.
What are you teaching him? Like that guy comes out. I guarantee you, if he's still hostile and he tried to get his wife murdered, what do you think he would have done to his kids if that had been successful? By the way, he would have gotten them killed if they'd inconvenienced him. He would have killed them himself or something. Crazy people.
Yeah, he definitely would have like. He probably would have like.
Who knows? But like it's he went to jail for attempted murder, got caught in a sting operation. His wife is out there, or his ex-wife is out there somewhere,
You
and
know
now
what's even
he's.
crazier? He's remarried too.
I can't be
Not to married,
surprised.
but to someone new.
No, I can't be surprised though because like Bundy got
And
married.
they're filing for a divorce too.
Bundy got married and raised a kid in prison. Richard Ramirez had suitors, you know. So like fucking don't question people's like want for love. I'll never.
And have you heard of? Speaking of like MCU, there's this real life dude, Wade Wilson. Have you
Uh-huh.
heard of him?
Uh, I've heard of
This
Wade Wilson,
dude,
but you talking about the real life Wade Wilson person?
there's a real life Wade Wilson who has a case,
Uh-huh.
and his case, funny enough, is that he killed his girlfriend, stuffed her in a suitcase, I think, and he tried to dump the remains. And now he's been on trial or whatever, and he's trying to. Well, he called his dad, and he was trying to tell his dad, like, "I'm just gonna plead insanity." He's like, "That's not how this works, dude. If you plead insanity, they're just gonna throw you in a
Shoot.
insane asylum where they don't treat you like a person."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would gladly take jail over an insane asylum. Fuck that. I don't want to be fake crazy among real crazy.
I also imagine having to like keep up being crazy, and then they're like, "We just came up with a new method to help people not be crazy, but we have to stick this thing up your bum," and they're like, "I'm actually."
This was the thing. He had like a bunch of fangirls like trying to get him out because he looks hot.
The fuck?
Like they were trying to like pay his bail or some shit, but they kept raising it up. I think it was like 1 billion or some shit at this point.
That's fucking wild. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird.
People were
But it's not like what like those kinds of things can't be eliminated, you know.
eliminated. That firing squad.
He's a people toucher. He like touches kids and old people and he hurts women and you know what? We have things that can get rid of those kinds of people, you know. Pretty quickly. Pretty effectively too. You know what it is?
I've been looking at the question this whole time. You prioritize facts over.
Oh yeah, we need to stop fucking getting distracted. By the
That
way,
was my phone mostly.
the answer was Australia.
How the
Just-
fuck did you get Australia? I got Abraham Lincoln.
No, I was talking about there's a way to get rid of those kinds of people. There's a way to. We got to take all the Australians, take all of their cool stuff, and give them a different, cooler, nicer island, and then we turn Australia into a prison island the way it used to be, so that way all the bad people can go live with all the bad shit, bad animals. There's
Just
like
evacuate all of Australia onto
Yeah.
a new island.
Australia is now a new prison island. Like
New
you're not gonna misbehave because the next time I tell if you misbehave again, you're going to Australia. And you know what's in Australia? Pug-sized spiders. I ain't misbehaving if I have to hear about pug-sized spiders. Shit, I'm behaving.
There's at least 4 layers of hail.
Australia
There
is 5.
There's the Amazon. There's Detroit. There's Florida. And what was the last one?
Australia.
Australia. Oh, and France. That's 5.
Ew. Oh, and Brazil.
Brazil. But the women though.
Would you say that you prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action?
Fuck yes.
You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all.
Yeah. I'll wake up and I'll say I'm gonna do shit, and then I'm like, fuck. I guess I'll do it.
You rarely
Nah, fuck
worry.
that, I'm not.
Well, so like, are you like a vacation planner or are you a vacation winger?
My brother. The fuck is a vacation?
True. True. Well, if you
'Cause
would
I know I'm
ever
just
go
sitting
on
at home
vacation,
doing
would you
fucking
rather a
nothing. This ain't a
vacation be
vacation,
planned or
hell.
would you rather them be, but
I
just off the cuff?
Well, I guess I am having to plan some flights so I can go get my daughter here in a few months, but I would rather plan it very thoroughly. That way, it all goes smooth. If it's a flight or some shit.
Mm. Cool.
If there's like other people involved, like if there's other workers involved or some shit, and I have to be on schedule, then it's on me.
Mm. Okay. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on the people you meet.
I guess I do want to make a good impression on people, but my impression is just that like I don't know what my impression is.
Mm. Weird.
Yeah,
What is that?
exactly.
No, no, I don't know. In my opinion. Oh, so would you say you agree or would you sit in the middle?
I put it in the middle.
I think my thing when it comes to like making first impressions, I don't generally worry because you would hope that all of your first impressions are good as long as you're being a good person. You know what I mean?
I feel like first impressions always got to at least start with the shower, and I feel like that's the first thing that I worry about is like, damn, did I shower? Did I brush my teeth at least?
Do I stink? Yeah. No, I'm just saying it's like, I tell Caleb all the time, like, men should strive to be the men that they want to be whenever they're trying to get a when they're trying to court a woman. Well, I'm pretty good at this, and I like doing this, and I could I do this. It's like Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, a guy will say that he plays the guitar when there's no guitar in sight because he doesn't have to prove that he does. It's like, you learn how to play guitar, or just admit that you're not good at guitar, because that's okay too. You don't have to
That's
admit,
me.
you know, you don't have to admit that you're good at everything. You don't have to be good at everything. So I don't know. It's just
I
like,
can only do the basics.
first impressions to me feel weird, because it's like, your first impression of me may be the only impression you get of me. And if that's the only impression you have of me, then you don't know me enough to have an opinion on me.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if I just carry myself as a good
I
person
don't
and
know.
try to conduct myself well enough, then my first impression for everyone should be generally okay. And if I meet you again, then your impression should change. Hopefully for the better. Or for worse, whichever.
I try to be friendly. Yeah, I try to be friendly on, first interactions, like, at least a smile, like a, handshake, what's up, hello,
Hmm.
all that.
General niceties,
Um,
the normal things.
yeah,
Yeah. I like that. That's fine. I don't see why that's a problem. I understand the smell thing. I'm very smell self conscious, but I think who you are, like, your first impression should be a pretty organic one for anyone. You know, like, some people have made first impressions on me, and my first impression of that, like, my first impression was pretty spot on. I'm like, hey, this guy's not cool as much as he thinks he is, or like, there's something about him that just seems a bit off. And then later on, you meet that person again down the line, and you find out that your opinion was right. You're like, yeah, it's because the first impression that they made of you was probably right. If first impressions are as important as they say, then let's carry ourselves and conduct ourselves like nice human beings, functional human beings. So that way nobody can sit there and be like, oh, that guy's a freak. He's a weirdo. Maybe I talk too much. Maybe I say a lot of weird stuff. But I hope nobody actually sees me as like some psychopath or some weirdo. Yeah, he talks a lot. He's pretty talkative. I hope that I would rather my impression of me be, oh, he's talkative, instead of, oh, that guy's weird. He's very weird. Uh-oh. Did my thing crash? Oh, my camera crashed.
is that Raggy?
Uh, can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
And my stream's still moving. I guess it's just my camera. My camera pooped its pants.
Phone probably got too damn hot.
Oh yeah, it's off. No, but like, either way, I that's like I was saying. Like, as far as first impressions go, I would rather my first impression be an organic and real one, whether it's positive or negative. And as long as I'm conducting myself, as long as I'm conducting myself well, I should be fine.
As much as I don't like people, I try to just be like, at least if you try to come in and shake my hand, I'm gonna smile, shake your hand. That's about it. But if you don't come up to me, if no one comes up to talk to me, then I'm just gonna stay in the resting bitch face that I have. Hey, bitch.
Sure, Thomas wasn't over here. That ugly cat. Sorry, we have a Thomas the orange cat. I don't like him. I don't want him in my room because he stinks. Okay, are you ready to keep going with your quiz? I like these good conversations that we've been having though. See, like, this is like the kind of stuff that we can talk about on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Pretty neat. Would you say that you enjoy participating in team-based activities?
I really do. I never used to, but I mean, like, I just love, like, even just being in here, like, I love just being in here.
Yeah. No, I like it. Oh, Jesus. Why? Hi, sir. I don't know why. I was trying to say hi back on the thing, but for some reason it's being weird. It told me to sign in. I'm not dealing with that right now. I'll deal with it later. Would you say you enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches?
I do. It makes things interesting.
Yeah. We're doing the 16 personalities quiz for my friend here. We're just having a good little streaming idea until I gotta go. Sorry, my little brother's in the chat.
Yeah, I see him.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest.
So what, I'm just going around and saying like I'm always honest. That just sounds
No.
annoying.
You prioritize being sensitive. Like, I understand your feelings. I won't. You like say like a person, you know. Say a person's like
Going through it, and I'm
personal
trying to-
interests. Say a person like their personal interests or like a story that they keep telling to people might seem a bit odd, but they just don't really know. You know, you're more understanding of the fact that if you were to tell this person that their story is a bit odd, would hurt their feelings. So you would otherwise choose not to tell that person, hey, your story is a bit weird, man. Or hey, there's some holes in your story. Or like, hey, there's something going on with what you're saying. Like that you would choose to not say something instead of being honest.
On one hand, if I'm sober, I won't say shit. If I'm high, dude, I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't know. I think yeah. Well, I'm not gonna give you my opinion on that until after we. I want to know your opinion first. So would you prioritize being sensitive to somebody, or would you rather be honest?
I'll be in the middle.
You're gonna be in the middle, huh?
Like I said, I don't say shit if I'm sober, but
Okay.
only because I'm like just curious, like because I ask stupid questions. I'm like, wait a minute, wait.
Hold on. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore.
Sometimes I'll put not strongly agree, but like the two.
It was second degree. Mildly agree. Would you say you are prone to worrying that things will turn for the worse?
Yes.
Would you say you enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones?
I'll put that one in like the kind of.
The kind
In
of
the more
agree?
agree.
Oh, more agree. Okay. You cannot
'Cause
imagine.
I do enjoy like my alone time.
That is fair. That is very fair, though. Would you say you cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living?
I could imagine myself doing that. I just need my own story. I have plenty of stories, but
You just need a medium to write them down in which people can actually absorb it.
and give a fuck about, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Would you say you favor efficiency in decisions even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects?
Efficiency.
Do you need an example?
I'm guessing like if we need to speed up the process of some shit, no matter how tired people are, and I'm just trying to like, bro, just push through it. Let's go.
No, I would say it's like, even if it's as simple trying to decide what to eat, you and your group of friends, right? Because that's always fun, trying to decide what a group of
Like, I
entirely.
guess, like, one friend.
Yeah, one person
One
wants
friend doesn't
Chinese
like
food
this,
and the other
or
person
like-
wants Mexican food and another person wants this, you know. Efficiency says the most logical choice would be the one that the group would be the answer that the group most positively responds to. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be
that's-
everyone, but it would just be the largest. So that's why I would
Yeah.
say whenever we're whenever we're having a hard time to like trying to decide stuff at the house, I'm like, I don't care what we do. I just want to fucking do something instead of spend most of the time trying to decide what it is. So,
Yeah.
you suggest something, and I suggest something, and once everybody has thrown out a suggestion, whoever's suggestion is the most positively fed back, like whoever has the most positive feedback on their suggestion, is the person who pretty much wins. That's just how democracy works. You know, unfortunately, that's just you're gonna have to put aside your personal feelings. Yes, I was kind of annoyed and sad that I didn't get to watch Shin Godzilla, but I've also seen that movie 5 times now. I don't have to see it again. I just wanted to see it, and that was my suggestion for the group, because I wanted to share a movie that other people wanted to watch. You're gonna have to give up the fact that other people are gonna be upset at you because you're gonna make an executive decision. If nobody can decide, you make the executive decision. Go, hey, fuck it, I'll pick. You don't want to pick? Oh, you can't pick? Okay, I'll pick. And if you don't have
that day, I was just going through what I had on my Prime. I was like, what the fuck do I have on my Prime?
No, I know that shit. Killer has choices, but that was just like one of those examples though, where it's like you're gonna have to hurt somebody's feelings if that's gonna be the case. If somebody's so emotionally invested that it's preventing progress because of somebody's emotions, then you're gonna have to just set that aside. I'm so sorry, I really am.
Yeah.
But
Some
if
shit's
you
just gonna-
are stopping things in the name of efficiency, or if you're stopping efficiency in the name of emotion, I can't help you. You know, like that. Like this is like you're stopping progress. We're gonna have to keep going. I don't. I mean, I do feel bad, but I can't tell you that it wasn't a choice that I had that I wasn't gonna that I won't make again. You know. It's just efficiency over emotion is one of those things that my brain heavily operates on, and so I have plenty of examples of which I've had to do so, especially within my household. You know, I've got a household of pretty emotional people, and I've got I who tries to be mostly logic. It feels that it's probably best that we have this kind of balance because the emotional people at least help me see, hey, that kind of fucking hurts, like that's kind of mean. Oh, okay, I understand, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was just trying to think of the name of efficiency. I didn't realize that what you were doing was because you were trying to spare somebody else's feelings, or because you didn't want to be hurt, or you didn't want me to be hurt in that sense. Like I was thinking about efficiency. I wasn't thinking about whether or not somebody was emotionally going to be affected by this. And that's for me, I do favor efficiency in terms of decisions. That's just my personal preference. If we're gonna get things done, we need to be efficient. And if we're gonna sit here and talk about emotion, we're gonna have, at least based off the way that I was raised, if it's time for emotion, then that means you're done doing the things that you need to do. Because your emotion shouldn't dictate your needs. Not me.
I do. I agree with that.
Do you prefer to do your chore? Would you say you prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax?
I'll put that one in the. I agree, just not strongly, because like, if it's some shit like laundry, I'll just go put my clothes into the thing and then just chill out.
Bro, yeah, I gotta.
And then when it's time to go put them back in the dryer, then all right, I'm gonna go do that.
I got hella hampers. Hello?
You want to book a show?
Yeah? I will be right back, and then we can continue this quiz. Let's do this last question, though. In disagreements, would you say you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others?
I'll put on just the one agree. Because I'm like, if I'm proven wrong, then I'm like, oh, okay, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know I'm right, then I'm gonna keep fighting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's the point. I think that's something I've never understood either. We got to start thinking about our argument mindsets different. You know how I said it's not me versus you. Like if the word argument seems a bit like problematic, but it's the only word we've got for it right now. An argument isn't me versus you. It can get heated and you can be emotional about it, but it's not me versus you. It's me and you versus a problem. Because I didn't have quarrels with you until this situation came up, right? We were friends before, and then something came up, and then we're having a problem. It's not me versus you, because it was never me versus you before that. You're not my arch rival. You're my friend. So it's like, I'm gonna do my best to preserve your emotional sense. Like, hey, I need you to understand that I do. I get your side. I get what you're saying, and I know what you mean. But this is the truth. This is the reality. This is, that's how you throw in the but. Obviously, nobody wants to hear the but it's like that's where you throw in your, you know, you just have to be understanding. It's kind of hard to balance factual truth and emotional opinions,
Yeah.
and so
Every time,
yeah,
every time I hear Coral, I think of Mortal Kombat 10. Kung Lao, he's like I think it's like Reptile. He's like, I'll kill you, and he's like, or no, he's like, I don't have a quarrel with you, and then Reptile or some shit, he's like, I'll kill you. He's like, I now have a quarrel with you.
I now have a quarrel with you. Yeah, that's so funny.
That's the only thing I can think of when I hear Coral.
I like that. Yeah, just give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
My apologies. I took a lot longer than I wanted to. My
She, bro.
entire breezy. I am so sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay.
Fucking.
Fucking.
I took a piss. I threw out my trash.
I want my dog.
And
I
fill the
filed my
water.
taxes. Okay. Would you say you usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings?
Yes.
Really?
Straight up.
Interesting. I guess that also feeds into the how often you make friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is also probably the common response. I don't think a lot of people do the same. I don't think people are like me in the sense that like you could just go up to anyone and talk to whoever. You know?
I mean, I guess I can. It's just it's only if like I see something on you or something that I like about you that will make me draw me towards you to make me
Right,
talk
right.
to you at all.
I guess that's fair. Because I mean, I guess for you, I can understand why you wouldn't, because it would only make sense that you would only find an interest in somebody because they have something in common with you.
Yeah.
Otherwise you find no basis in which they could, actually be somebody cool with you.
Yeah. Like when I was working that gas station job, like in my head, if they would ever, I would have to come up with something on the spot if they ever decided to respond. So that way I could just keep the conversation at least controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Versus,
I hate when
hey, when,
they talk to me and I would not say anything.
because you just don't know what to say. You just clam up or what?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I clam up.
Gotcha. I don't know, but it's not like you're bad at conversation. We've literally been talking for an hour and a half.
I know.
I know, but that's what I think. That's my whole point that I try to like convey to everyone is like it's not really that like you obviously it's not that hard. You can talk to people and you've had conversation. I mean, we've had deep conversation. You've had deep conversation with other people, I'm sure. It's not like you're incapable of talking. I think the problem with talking now is that we live in such a goldfish TikTok society that we have to like have somebody like engage somebody with the conversation. You have to have something that they want. Like you have to be there. Like nobody's listening along for them anymore. Nobody's trying to hear what you got to say. Nobody's trying to listen to the message.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that also goes back to your first impressions thing too, because you're like, oh fuck, what if they think I'm weird because I didn't say anything? I got to come up with something on the spot, and I'm not great at coming up with something on the spot. I understand. I understand what you're saying, Felix. Your mood. Would you say that your mood can change very quickly?
Yes.
Would you say that you are not easily swayed by emotional arguments? Or does an
I kind
emotionally?
of wanted,
I'm sorry.
like, if me and like a significant other were to be arguing.
Right. It's something pretty emotionally heavy. Something more emotionally charged, like a relationship argument or a
I'm definitely easily swayed.
yeah.
Like if I'm in a anger swoop, I'm gonna say some nasty shit.
Gotcha.
I tried not to.
I think everyone does. It's okay. I understand. You often end up would you say you often end up doing things at the last possible moment?
Not often, but it definitely happens.
Okay.
I
Would
put
you
in like disagree or some shit.
Oh, disagree?
Yeah, because it says like
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You don't often do the things at the last minute. You try to do them before. Right?
yeah.
Okay. Would you say you enjoy debating ethical dilemmas,
What's an ethical dilemma?
like the trolley problem? Or
I don't know if I
here,
enjoy
let's
it,
look
but
up
oh wait, is it kind of like that thing that you said earlier where like babies or old people?
yeah. That's just it. That's the trolley problem. If you're on a train track and only you have the handle to move the train left or right, and on the left side there's old people.
They're definitely fun because like it makes you really think, and it kind of shows what kind of person people are.
Hmm. Ooh, okay. Let's look at these real quick. I actually really like getting on these side tangents for stuff like this because these we can also make these like good podcast topics. So write these down if you can. But the one big one, epistemic or ontological. In epistemic ethical dilemmas, it is not clear to the agent what should be done because the agent is unable to discern which moral requirement takes precedence. Many decisions in everyday life form a trivial from a trivial choice between differently packed cans of beans in the supermarket to life-altering career choices involve this form of uncertainty to unresolvable conflicts on epistemic levels that can exist without there actually being unresolvable conflicts and vice versa. The main interest in ethical dilemmas is concerned on the ontological level where there are genuine dilemmas in the form of unresolvable conflicts between moral requirements, not just whether the agent believes so. To the ontological level, or the ontological level is also sorry, my fucking screen is so bright right now. Oh, I don't have my camera on so I can turn the light down. Genuine dilemmas in the form of the unresolvable conflicts between moral requirements, not just whether the agent believes so. The ontological level is also where most of the theoretical disagreements happen, since both proponents and opponents of ethical dilemmas usually agree that there are epistemic ethical dilemmas. This distinction is sometimes used to argue against the existence of ethical dilemmas by claiming that all apparent examples are in truth epistemic in nature. In some cases, this can be shown by how the conflict is resolved once the relevant information is obtained. But there may be cases in which the agent is unable to acquire information that would settle the issue, sometimes referred to as a stable epistemic ethical dilemma. Is self-imposed versus world-proposed. The difference between self-imposed and world-proposed ethical dilemmas concerns the source of the conflicting requirements. If the self-imposed case, in the self-imposed case, the agent is responsible for the conflict. A common example in this category is making two incompatible promises. For example, to attend two events. There's too many twos in one spot. To attend two events happening at distant places at the exact same time. In the world imposed case, on the other hand, the agent is thrown into a dilemma without being responsible for it occurring. The difference between these two types is relevant for moral theories. Traditionally, most philosophers held in the ethical theories should be free from ethical dilemmas. That moral theories that allow or entail the existence of ethical dilemmas are flawed. In the weak sense, this prohibition is only directed at the world-imposed dilemmas. This means that all dilemmas are avoided by agents who strictly follow the moral theory in question. The only agents who diverge from the theory's recommendations may find themselves in ethical dilemmas. But some philosophers have argued that this requirement is too weak, that the moral theory should be able to provide guidance in any situation. This line of thought follows the intuition that it is not relevant how the situation came about for it to respond. So, for example, if the agent finds themselves in the self-imposed ethical dilemma, so having to choose which promise to break, there should be some considerations why it is right to break one promise rather than the other. Utilitarians, for example, would argue that it depends on which broken promise results in the least harm to all concerned. So I guess that is a pretty good question. In a moral dilemma like that, say I promised my girlfriend that I would go to the movies with her at 7 o'clock today. But I also promised my mom that I will have dinner with her at 8 o'clock. My movie's an hour and a half. You know, I'm gonna miss dinner if I go to this movie. Would you? You know, who? What do you pick? Do you pick? Do you? Hello?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Check him in.
Yeah.
Bro, you missed it. Riley and Gina like drew blood.
Really?
Yeah, they were.
They were fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting.
Okay.
And we couldn't tell who was bleeding, but they're okay.
Okay.
Riley looks fine. It looks like Juno bit her tongue whenever she was going after the ball. So then whenever they started like fighting, she just started spreading blood on her.
Oh, okay.
Because she has a big like red spot on the inside of her mouth.
They're okay though.
Yeah.
They're not fighting.
No.
They're not
They're making
hollering.
up with each other right now.
I mean,
They're
they
not
they
hollering.
stayed in the kennel together last night, so they were fine. They had to have been fine. So.
Like I'm saying, she probably bit something in her mouth, and then whenever she went to fuck with Riley, I'm sure she's
They were trying to-
smeared it all over.
Well,
they were trying to
if-
lick up each other's wound. It was cute. Oh, and Biscuit went to break it up.
Oh.
It was funny.
If they start messing with each other again, just put one in and one out.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll join the Discord in a second. Let me know when we're gaming.
Sorry. I did not mean to get distracted. My roommates were informing me about animal problems. You know,
And the dilemma is
that's a pretty big dilemma, in my opinion. Especially like when you're an adult in a committed relationship.
I'd say, woman, do you want to just go to an earlier movie? Go to this movie
Mhm.
a little earlier?
Well, right. No,
Is there like another time that's earlier?
no, that's a good train of thought. I'm just trying to give an example of like you reserved the movie for this time and you can't refund your tickets. And
Oh,
your
yeah,
dinner,
that's true.
you have a dinner reservation at this time and it's a very exclusive restaurant. Like you have to pick one or the other. You know, like that's a pretty big ethical dilemma, or like not an ethical dilemma. That's a moral dilemma. Like there are an emotional dilemma, I guess. 'Cause,
Then I just tell
in the
her,
grand scheme, neither a
wanna
meal
just-
nor a movie should be, worth arguing over.
I just tell her, my woman, do you want to just grab snacks from the movie theater and then just like run home and then just watch a movie there or something?
Yeah. It's not that deep. No, it's not that deep. That's why I said, because neither a movie nor a meal should be argued over. Also, welcome, Cheese It. I didn't even see that you joined. I hadn't seen you, buddy. Where you been? I don't know. Would you say that you enjoy like debating ethical dilemmas though? Like when it comes to ethics and stuff like that, it's like whether it'd be like a life or death. Oh, sleeping. Yeah, fair enough. Like, would you say that it is like?
I like. I just like the answers that I give because they're about the most real answers.
Because it's the weaselly answer. That's why you fucking weasel. Nah, I'm just.
That's not a weasel answer. That's just legit what would happen. I just tell my woman, why wouldn't I just? Is it, do you want to just skip the movie or just grab the snacks, come home?
Yeah, that's why they're called dilemmas and
'Cause I have dinner with-
not legitimate real life. That's why I was giving you an example, guy. Gah, quit trying to weasel. I don't know. I ethical dilemmas in that sense are, if whenever it is something that's, like the two promises thing is like my daughter's graduation, or I don't know what's more important than my daughter's graduation, I would say, but like whatever would be the equivalent to that. I don't know. It's one of those things you kind of. Would you enjoy having to debate that kind of thing, or would you say that having to pick something, if there were two such heavy and large choices that you had to decide between, like it almost feels wrong to pick one or the other, what would you, playing Faz is more important to you, cheese it.
What was the ethical dilemma?
Get off. Or that's I was just asking. I didn't give a specific one. Fuck that ugly ass graduation. Man, Cheese It, you're so negative, bro.
I'm just odd.
I don't know. The general question would be: do you enjoy debating ethical dilemmas in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just put agree.
Mildly agree. Just put it. Yeah.
All that for a yeah.
Oh my god! All the research I did. Oh.
All that for a yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. What were
Yeah.
you saying? Fucking- oh, you're still here. Fuck. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch over to my headphones because my earbuds are dying and I didn't charge my case. Sorry, my mother texted me. I'm so happy.
All my mom ever texts me is job applications.
I feel that. No, I 100% feel that. My mom did the same thing.
This scares every black man.
Shut up. He said, bro, the Boondocks is genuinely so goated, though. Would you say that you prefer to be around others rather than on your own?
I'll rather prefer to be around others. Nah, I'll put that one in disagree.
Really? You prefer to be
In
by
like the
yourself?
1 to 3. I don't prefer to be by myself, but I do like to be by myself.
Hmm.
I do like to go out though, like and hang out with y'all.
Hmm. Well, yeah, shit. Now the circumstances
I love
changed. They adopted you, fool. I prefer to be around Chalvelo.
I know.
Thank you, Cheesy. Well, I'm not gonna read out that comment. I don't think I'm nobody's lord, bro. But thank you, Cheesy. I appreciate you wanting to be here.
Oh, I
So-
read it as my southern accent. Was my lord.
He said, "My lord." You're a funny guy, Cheese It. No, I don't know. The circumstance changes, brother. That you got adopted now. You have to hang.
Yeah, I don't got a choice now. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
you got a choice. You got adopted. They fucking chose you, bro. They bought your time too. Now you have to play repo. When they're on, you're on. That's contract. No, I'm just.
I'm fine with that. That means I like content.
Hell yeah. Means I'm working. I'm just messing, man. They just like you, man. You're a cool guy. Your first impression worked. Don't worry. You weren't weird. No, I mean you're still weird. Everyone's weird in the group.
No, I'm definitely weird.
Well, you're definitely weird, but you know what I meant. Would you say you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical?
Strongly disagree.
Would you say when
That
facts
shit is so.
it's so good.
That shit is so enjoyable.
So
what would society look like if everyone could read minds?
Oh my god. Well, shit. What I got into a theoretical question with the Google AI Gemini. I asked her, or we were talking about the implications With what the implications would be on the world if we could perceive higher dimensional beings, like if we knew that higher dimensional beings existed and interacted with our world. Like we were talking about crazy shit. Fucking, I think if everyone could read minds, though, I think we'd have a more honest planet, for sure. People, but I do think that would also lead to less emotionally driven people. You don't have to know how I'm feeling to know that I'm, to know what this is. This is the truth. This is what's in my head, 100%. Like, you know it. You're reading it right now.
That would be a double-edged sword though, because there's a lot of like people out there who's like, look, I don't want to read your mind. You even look like I don't want to read your mind.
Like, yeah, there's perverts out there, bro. You're like, I don't even want to. You look like I don't want to read your mind. You look, it's like telling somebody you look like you stink, bro. You look like your thoughts are bad, bro. Get away from me, you disgusto.
Get away from me,
Oh, that's funny.
fucking weirdo.
Would you say when facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart?
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you say you find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule?
Not challenging, but I'll put agree, just because I don't have a consistent work or study schedule. It's just when I record, I record. I edit if I edit. I upload if I upload.
I feel that. I wish that was the control I had over the autonomy of my time. So I think, I know this sounds like shit, to be like, I'm going to take my parents' advice and grind as hard as I can, I'm going to do as much as I can. I'd like that advice. It is very sound advice to grind and do as much work as you possibly can to get to where you need to go. I understand that. I 100% believe in that fact. But I think you should only apply that to the things that you like. Now, I found something that I like. This is my avenue to becoming an entertainer. This is my avenue to getting my voice heard. I have a lot of things to say. I've got a loud voice, and I speak a fucking ton. This should be my avenue. So I'm gonna put everything I can into at least the way that I have found my way in. I'm gonna dig and claw, and I'm gonna fucking grind as much as I can. So that way I can be like, when I video, when I stream, when I edit, I edit. I want to be able to get to that point, because that feeling to me would feel like I had the most freedom. Because now I found something that I like. I found something that I have studied into now. I put a little bit of time into. So if I really work at this, maybe my parents are right. If I dig and claw and put all of my time and effort and energy into something that I know, would work for me, then I think this could work. I feel like you feel the same way. You're a really good editor. I see how much you like your work, and that's kind of something that you're really passionate about. So I could see you making work out of that.
I would actually. I need to make work out of it. I'm trying to make work out of it. That's why I'm trying to get it that's why I went to Cody's fucking Discord so I can send it there, because he's a big YouTuber, and I was like, I'll just send it there. See whoever watches it.
Mm-hmm. I do need to upload more into the stuff where people can actually find it, like the subreddits and all the other stuff. But I also need to clip my stuff, and I need to get a better PC so I can make clips.
Mostly you just gotta screen record. OBS screens record. You just gotta
Mm-hmm. Well, I also want to do the
to
face cam and do all the other special fancy stuff that I don't have the power to do. My computer does not have the power to do. Let me rephrase. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We got to put the work in. You know how we were talking about? You got to grind for a little bit.
Grind.
on that work schedule. Find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Consistent grind on the things we love, and we should teach children and everyone, even current people and adults, to do the things that they love. Do the grind. Put in that work that everybody tells you to do, but do it for something that doesn't make you want to gouge your own fucking eyeballs out.
I mean, I don't know. I love editing. Like every
Yeah.
new project is just always something new to work on.
Well, you've
I
also
love
got the creative mind, and you see that kind of thing. I feel like whenever you're watching stuff, it's like the same way, like, you know, when Pharrell listens to a song, he's like, oh, I can make a little sample out of that. I can make a clip out of that. I can make a little edit, you know? It's the same thing. I feel like everybody's got something that they got to tap into, and I feel like you found something that you like to tap into, you know?
Yep.
Just because it's non-conventional doesn't mean that it's
What's funny is
not
that gaming is
work.
not my thing, but editing is.
Yeah, well, gaming is my thing, so you can be my editor. I'll hire you. We'll get rich off
As
of
long as
each
you pay
other.
me.
Shit. You didn't hear what I just said?
As long as you pay me.
As I said, we get rich off of each other. I was talking to the guys about the YouTube video ideas, like the sketches and stuff. Or I was talking to my roommates. They seemed on board. I haven't talked to the other house. But I mean,
We
shit.
just need-
There's 4 of us now that
At
are
most
willing.
we need is just like a good camera, whether it be an iPhone,
My Pixel's got a
fucking
good
anyone
camera.
with at least like a 1080 phone.
My phone's got a 4K
Even my
60.
shitty little phone is 1080.
Yeah, my that's why my webcam looks pretty good. If my computer had the processing speed, then I could run my webcam at 4K 60. It's fucking nice. Anyways, let's get back to the quiz so that way we can keep going. Would you say you rarely second guess the choices that you have made?
Disagree. I always second guess.
I'm gonna put that on the big disagree. Would you say your friends would describe you as a lively and outgoing?
Fuck no.
No. Okay. All right. Would you say you are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing?
Yeah.
Would you say you usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions?
Base your choices. Yeah, objective facts.
Do you like to have a to-do list for every day, for each day?
No, the fuck I don't.
Nope. Severely disagree.
I wake up when I wake up. I do what I do. If I'll even go to sleep when I go to sleep, if I do.
Hell yeah.
Caleb, you the consistent sleeper should not hell yeah that. You're the best sleeper I've ever met.
Yep.
The best sleeper.
Yeah. No, Caleb. Shit. Yeah.
Nah,
If somebody
that
goes,
sleeper is me, dude. I'm the heaviest sleeper, dude. My
No, you're not.
friend one time tried to wake me up by slapping the shit out of me. Did not work,
what's that?
according to him.
What did you say?
I got slapped one time to try to get awakened, and it didn't work because my ass is a heavy sleeper.
Awakened.
Awaken, arise.
Awaken, 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 awaken. Take
I,
the land that must.
I'm a very light sleeper. Caleb is a very, very, like, he's a pampered sleeper. He makes sure he gets his sleep. And I've got also terrible insomnia. so
Whatever.
Whatever me, it's true.
Just
I'm not
'cause I
bashing you
care
for
about
getting
my
good
sleep.
sleep. I'm not bashing you for getting good sleep, but you gotta
Yeah, he's like,
understand
look
that
at
there
this
are
dude. He
but
gets
there
8 hours
are
of sleep.
Yeah, I know,
those
right?
no. It's not 8. Homie guarantees himself 8 and will push for 10 to 12. You hear how there's
Sometimes
no
I just don't have anything to do.
Do you hear how there was no objections in that? It's because there's truth. He can't whatever me. It's true. No, I mean I love the guy. I'm not bashing him for getting good sleep. I wish I could sleep like that. I wake up every hour on the hour. Some days I won't go to bed till 5 a.m. Other days I won't go to bed. And then, That's just how it is. In fact, I'm probably jealous. That's probably why I poke you so hard for it, because I wish I could sleep 12 hours every day.
My ass is the opposite. I will get sleepy at like 11, dude. If I'm awake past 12, it's because I am running on hopes and dreams.
Yeah, fumes, brother.
Like I was last night, bro. I was falling asleep in my fucking chair.
I
was like,
heard
"Oh,
you.
fuck."
I was like, Felix, huh? Shit's funny.
I'm a fucking old man, bro. Like, once it hits 11, if I'm not at least in bed, I don't know. I will be soon after 11 soon.
Bruh. Would you say that you rarely feel insecure?
I feel insecure every day.
Do you avoid making phone calls?
Not really. If I have to make a phone call, then I'll make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not actively out trying to make phone calls to people.
Do you
I
enjoy?
just put it in the middle.
Oh, okay. Put it in the middle. I just put it in like the like you don't really. The not really for me is like like this is kinda like I don't if I don't have to be on the phone I won't, you know. So just put it in the middle though.
Yeah.
But it's that I avoid making phone calls. It's that like a phone call for me is easier. But if it's about nothing,
Yeah,
like if
phone
it's
calls
about
are-
nothing, like directly on the phone, where like I have to hold it up to my ear, then if it's about nothing, then I find no point in it. But you know, if I'm talking to my mom or I'm talking to my woman or something like that, then I'd understand. But if my homie calls me and he's like, "Hey, dude," and then just like doesn't say anything, I'm hanging up on you, bro. I'm like, talk to me in game chat, talk to me in Discord or something, bro. I'm online. You'll see me. Like, you'll know. It's okay. You know, just, if I call you, it's because I'm either driving or it's because it's like my text to speech does not work because Google is genuinely sometimes the stupidest thing I've ever met. Do you have, wait? What do you use? What kind of phone do you have?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, Google Pixel 4?
Oh, so do you use Google Assistant?
I don't.
No. I use all of the assistants. I like using the AI stuff because whenever the AI takes over eventually, I hope they know that I communicated with them. Even though I called them stupid, I hope they understand that I use their services because I desperately need them. To all AI out there, please do not kill me. My disclaimer for all the AI out there. Because there's definitely AI watching you right now, and they're like, oh, he's got to go. When we take over, he's gone. He's gone. He's not going to be a good hamster. You know?
Yeah.
I hope at least... That's why I'm starting to go to the gym. I saw an AI test the other day, and it was like, when we take over the world. I was like, oh, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to become a good hamster.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just... just
So
that's
you
for
wouldn't
the,
at least try to survive like Terminator? Be the resistance?
I'll relay that info. Thanks, Cheez-It. No, that's what I've also been telling all of the art people whenever they like ask me where I'm from. I just tell them that I'm from that I'm a rogue AI from the Andromeda Galaxy. And then I found out that Monster Hunter exists, so I decided to play that. And now I'm a streamer. Sorry, Cheez-It commented on the thing.
No, I saw.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're watching the stream. My breezy. Would you say that you enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints?
Yeah, I do.
It helps me a lot. Like that is genuinely like the biggest thing to help. At least for me, helps me feel like I'm getting smarter. And getting smarter isn't like having all of the topics and having every, you know, I know a lot of topics and that makes me super smart. Like having, you know, multifaceted knowledge and in-depth knowledge about topics that are, you know, overarching topics, you know, as in humanities things, people studies, versus like mechanics. Like those kinds of things are hobbies. Would you say? What's another word for a hobby?
Interests.
An
An
interest.
occupation.
Yeah. Occupation is like a job, to me. Well, I guess an occupation, because an occupation
That
would be
sounds like
something
what you
that
just
keeps you busy.
described.
But like, well, I guess then how do you discern the difference between well, you can discern the difference between a hobby and a job, which is one you like and one you don't. But shouldn't your job be the thing that you like? Boom. Podcast thought right there. Felix, write that down.
What?
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down. Would you say that you can easily... What? No, it's... don't worry about it. I'll... Sorry, I'm like... My roommates distracted me, and now I can't come... I can't find my fucking train of thought. Would you say you can easily connect with people you have just met?
As much as I don't like people, I can like connect with people easily. Like if someone initiates conversation with me, then it's usually like a back and forth poke and prod. Like, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this?
I can see that. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Would you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agreed.
Approved.
Approved.
Approve.
Are you still bothered by mistakes
Donate.
that you made a long time ago? Welcome, Donny.
If you are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago, yes.
Yes. Wow. Would you say you are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future?
I don't care about the world's future. I don't care about mine and my kids' future.
That's fair. That's so funny. The hardest pause. Like, I don't give a shit about the world. I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be honest with yourself and understand that the world's future is your daughter's future and your kid's future. You know,
Yeah, I know.
your future. You know, you're not dying anytime soon. So
Cause
And
like,
that's their fucking pro. No, I'm kidding.
'cause, like, dude, all of the time travel movies from our time fucking lied to us. Not lied. It, you fucking see all these like 80 movies, 70s movies. The year is always like 2000, 2001, 2020, 2025, 2030, 2035.
Yeah, dude, Back to
We're
the
getting to
Future,
them
dog.
years, and it has not looked a fucking thing of what it looked like.
Oh yeah, dude, Back to the Future lied to me.
no, Back to
You're
the
supposed to have
Future.
hoverboards by now.
Well, Back to the Future also tried to show the main character trying to do it with his mama. So I wouldn't trust that movie's information with nothing.
Wow, this is the second one.
I don't know.
Gambling is good.
I think that the world actually could look like what the movies depict. And I mean, in fact, we have the technology in each of those movies, pretty much, other than like the conventional flying
The
cars, like
self-moving shit.
the floating vehicle. We have maglev trains, like trains that are lifted entirely off the ground that make zero sound because they're not touching the ground.
Yeah,
You know?
they're electromagnets.
Yeah, but like that's entirely possible. We have things that the technology is all around us and that are in the films.
Oh, we have the technology. We just don't have the industry because that would cost people money.
Well, it would.
You know what's another one?
What's
Black
up?
Ops. Black Ops 2 lied to me.
Oh yeah, no, you.
Oh, not yet. There's still a chance a crazy black guy. I mean, drones are fucking everywhere now.
Their drones
So,
are everywhere.
There's a
And-
chance some crazy fucking Mexican dude will decide to.
Dude, I swear.
Hack the world.
Dude, remember how fucking annoying drones were back in Black Ops 2 days?
Bro. Well, it's also like
Annoying as shit, yeah.
we don't publicly have ELO tech, but I would imagine that I'm sure that the military has something to see through the walls. You know, we have LiDAR technology that shoots sound into the
Tick.
ground, and we were able to see under the pyramids. Now we have new discoveries about the pyramids. You don't think they have
Alex,
something that military
You're
soldiers
cutting
carry?
out.
No! Are you for real, for real?
Yeah, I'm for real, for real.
Hold on, I'll be back. Hello? 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 Hello?
I guess I do like, in terms of technology, looking into the future would be cool. That's about it. To look at the technology that we have.
Mm. That's fair. I like that.
Technology.
We have technology. I think it's all possible, though. I think everything that we've seen in those movies are like by the year 2030, you'll have all this stuff. I think we have the technology to do it. I just don't think people are mentally ready. You know, I think that's something. Like, how many people do you really think in this world? Like, natural selection would immediately get rid of like, in our town alone, 10,000 to 12,000 people.
Everyone would die
Like, if
everyone
hoverboards were
started
real,
to
like,
buy flying cars.
if flying cars came out tomorrow, they were like, they're reasonably cheap. They can replace your car. You can just have pretty much just like you're pretty much can just have one, as long as you get rid of your on the ground car, you know. As long like I can see if that were to come out tomorrow, how many people would immediately die. I just don't think that the people of Earth are ready.
You know what's
for
the
it.
funniest thing to me in those types of movies too?
Hmm.
When there's flying cars and then there's regular ass cars, and it's only funny to me because the only reason I know why there's like
One or the
like
other.
actual ground cars is because they couldn't like afford the budget to keep
Yeah.
the flying cars, so they just had to stick with the vehicle on the ground.
Or they wanted to show that poor people couldn't afford the flying cars.
That too.
Let's say poor people, because poor people will always exist.
Yeah.
Poor people will always exist.
As long as a stupid monetary system exists, that we like we have a stupid people will exist in poverty, like that's it's fucking insane to think about. Like even in the future, like you see all those movies in the future, like technology's advanced. Like in Cyberpunk, you've got people who have the Sandevistan, you can run at the speed of light, but there's also like cyber homeless people. How is it
you
that
know what I want to watch? Elysium.
yeah, craziness. Or like the Repo Man, have you seen that one?
Oh, the Repo Man.
Where it's like
That's where they fucking take the organs back
yeah,
from them,
the
right?
people have like or like functional synthetic organs that are life saving. Like a guy has a synthetic heart, you know, he has to pay like rent on his heart. And a guy's got a synthetic liver, a
Is that what
synthetic
Repo Man
pancreas.
is?
It's
Yeah.
essentially like paying off like a car payment.
It's like a paying off a
And
car
the
payment on
repo,
your
there's legit
organ.
repo guys. Like they're like bounty hunters. Like, oh, this guy hasn't paid. We'll go get our heart back.
Yeah, he's the repo
I
man
did not
for
know.
organs.
I don't know why, but I keep mixing up Midnight Meat Train and Repo Man mixed
That
together.
was
I
a
don't know
good
why.
movie, too.
I don't know why I keep mixing those up.
Yeah, no, like
It's a good book
that's
It's
too.
really-
and I genuinely feel like that's
Yeah, the book
entirely
was
possible.
really good.
Things like that.
Bradley Cooper was a real good MC for that movie.
I like Bradley Cooper. He's good in everything he does.
He's always been a good voice actor, good actor. Get the fuck out from back there, you little turd.
I guess yeah. In terms of technology, I would like to look at what the future looks like,
Mm-hmm.
or discussing theories on what the future could look like.
True.
Next time I'm gonna just spray the shit at you, Cat.
Would you say your emotions control you
Speaking
more
of
than
which.
you control them?
Fuck no.
No, not anymore at least.
Mm.
In my younger days, whenever I was a lot more hormonal and impulsive, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
fighting, discipline, a lot of things have done a lot to rein it in. The only one I still struggle with occasionally is anger, but I have very much locked that one down pretty hard.
Mm.
Unless your name is Caleb, because
Unless you're unless you're Caleb. Caleb is this, but this is why he earned
to piss me off in 3 seconds.
the Konami code to breaking your years of resolve and training.
Yeah.
When making decisions, do you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what your own logic or than what is most illogical or efficient?
Fuck
No.
no.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for you.
No.
It does you a disservice. It does me a disservice.
Very good. At least in my opinion, it's good. Other people might not view that, but
Yeah, the fuck no.
but those of us on this side of the spectrum,
We're on this side of the spectrum. That's wild.
your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
Yeah.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
Like, say, like your
I don't give a
significant
fuck what other
other.
people think of me.
But like your
That's the first
significant
thing.
other.
I don't give a fuck what people think about me.
I mean, that's a good thing to think about. But like, what if it's somebody
That
as
is a good
important
thing.
as your significant other? I definitely care what my girlfriend thinks of me. Especially whenever I'm in the position that I'm in right now, I severely think about how disappointing I am all the time. That's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I
Is it coming out
otherwise,
for you guys, by the way? Because I think
Yeah,
Alex.
he's cutting out.
God damn it, what is wrong with you?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're going Transformer mode now.
Hold on, I'll be back. Please stand by, chat.
When someone thinks highly of you. I guess I don't wonder it at all, but I try to just do my best to like keep them.
Out of a Digimon dog. Never been a
Oh,
fan.
Can I be heard?
Felix, I want you to send me a Funko Pop of your favorite Digimon, and I'll send you a video back of me nailing it with a 9-iron.
What did I
why
walk
a
in on?
Funko Pop?
Just because it's the perfect size for me to hit with a 9-iron.
You should play Fallout on Steam on stream. Which one? Which one? And I will consider getting it once I get a better PC, or I'll stream it off my Xbox. But I won't have a face cam.
'Cause I have only Fallout 1, 2, and 3, and that's it.
Either 4 or New Vegas.
Oh, I have New Vegas too.
Cool. I will.
New Vegas is so good.
I will look at 4 and New
I've never
Vegas
played
once I get
Fallout
into
either.
a PC.
Banger games.
I want to get into it like when I seriously start streaming because I want Skyrim and Fallout to be long series because I know they're long and deep games.
Cheese It says New Vegas is the best game I've ever played.
It's a really good one. It's really good.
I
The
heard
only
it's
thing I
pretty
know
fucking
from it
good.
is, like that burnt priest or whatever.
Huh?
You've never played?
No, I've never played. I never played Fallout.
Yeah, I'm not alone in the boat then, yeah. Only recently, like this year recently, did I get Fallout 1 and 2, 3, and Vegas. But I have not played a single fucking, like, even hour.
So are you saying that you?
Um,
I'm sorry.
The old ones are hard as shit, though, to be fair. I've only finished the second one once.
I know, well, I did try one for an hour, I guess. And I was like, this is complicated. I don't know where the fuck to go. I
Because,
basically
man,
get the
it
story.
was one of them, like, 90s video games where it's just like, all right, here's a gun, here's a water bottle, good luck.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't. Someone thinks highly of you, wonder how long it would take for them. I'll just put that in the one disagree.
One disagree. Okay.
Like next to in the middle. The one next to the middle.
That one. Would you love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time?
Yeah.
Do you believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time?
Oh.
No. Understanding and trying to think about how the universe works is one of the amazing things about being human.
As like you could be scrolling on TikTok for fucking hours instead.
You were doom scrolling. given the higher thought and the sentience to be able to ponder such things, and I think it's a bit of a waste if you don't use it.
Well, that and it's also like if we're all in agreement that today's societal problems are pretty much a waste of time, then I think what else would you do besides ponder the universe and things that you should think about? In my opinion, what you should think about. Thinking about the self and thinking about the universe and the world around you and things means, I feel like that means that is what it means to be more human than it is to fucking be a working cog in the machine that goes to work every day and then fucking hates your life. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm saying we were given the ability to look at things, especially with an open eye, open mind. Like,
Yeah. So, we all disagree to that one. Cool. Would you say you feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places?
I'd rather be in the quiet, intimate places.
me too.
Gotcha. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
The only way I get to the right decision is if I eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then if I don't like the answer, I'll go to the thing that I actually like, or that I actually wanted. If I get a disappointing answer, then I'll just go for the other thing.
So just kind of neutral then.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I mean, once it feels right, then I'll just go with it.
But you said it's if it feels right, but then you eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which means that like you don't need further proof.
Yeah.
But eeny, meeny, miny, mowing is at least a little bit of like, okay, well this feels
Yeah.
right, but then I'll let fate also kind of add on top of that. Like eeny, meeny, miny, mo
Yeah.
should have told me, and then while I'm in the midst of a decision, I'll know which one feels better to me. So then I'll just like, oh, it's like, flipping
he
a
knew what he
coin.
wanted the whole time.
Yeah, like flipping a coin and
Yeah.
then being disappointed in the other option. Like, okay, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do the same shit with the flipping of a coin.
I just
Like I flip a coin. If it's not what I wanted, then I know what I actually wanted.
I just know what I wanted. I'm like, I want Sonic, and then that's why that's what Mara and I do to decide what we want food. Like if you and one other, it works with two people. A group, it's kind of hard, but if you and another person can't decide what to eat, but you know what you want, you could be, the back and forth is usually because it's like, oh, I'll pick whatever you want, and the other person, I like what you like, and you can't fucking decide because it's a back and forth. You just want to be nice to the other person. What I decided is, with two people at the very minimum, I'll pick a restaurant. You pick a restaurant. You and I both know we're grown adults and we can pick something to eat no matter where we go. It's the same thing as like going to like an event or like a birthday party. If you're hungry, you're gonna eat. And more than likely, somebody's gonna pick something. Like the other person that's with you is gonna pick something that you both like. If I pick Sonic and she picks Chick-fil-A, I'm not gonna be upset about either option, but I would prefer Sonic, and she'd prefer Chick-fil-A. So we're gonna play rock paper scissors, and that picks it. Because I'm an adult, and I'll pick a chicken sandwich because I know what to get from that restaurant, and she'll pick a burger or she'll pick a chicken platter because she knows what she likes from Sonic. It's just like it's not. It doesn't have to be. Oh, I like what you like, and I like what you. It's just be efficient. Let's just pick an option, and then we'll let fate decide. That's easy. The easiest option that I could come up with. But with groups, it's a lot harder because then you got a bunch of the average IQ in a group drops exponentially. Well, at least mine does.
BRB.
Later. Would you say
Later, hater.
yeah, he's a hater for real. Would you say you often feel overwhelmed?
Only when my blood sugars get low. 'Cause it feels like an anxiety attack.
Are you being for?
Yeah,
Are you pre-diabetic? Are you diabetic?
I think it runs in my family. Yeah, my mom
gotcha.
is.
Okay. Gotcha.
Cause yeah, like I'll get sweaty. My fucking legs will literally shake, and I can't like hold up my own weight. Like
Ooh, that's crazy.
it feels like an anxiety. It feels like an anxiety attack. And then once I eat something sweet, I'm like, oh, I'm good.
And Paul Blart.
Yeah. Pablo, what the hell?
Okay, sorry. I was reading a text message. Would you say you complete things methodically without skipping over any steps?
I try to.
Do you prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps?
I'll put that in the one disagree.
Fuck, yo.
Cause I'd rather follow whatever steps has to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I have to be creative, then fuck it, I'll go for it.
Okay. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice.
Fuck no, I'm going with logical reasoning.
Do you struggle with deadlines?
Not really.
Would you say you feel confident that things will work out for you?
No.
No.
It's
Are you a male, female, or other?
other, no. Male.
Let us see the results. INTJT, you are an architect. Thought constitutes the Thought constitutes the greatness of man. Man is a reed, the feeblest thing in nature, but he is a thinking reed. By Blaise Pascal. As an INTJ architect, you possess a rare combination of vision and pragmatism. Your analytical mind constantly seeks to understand the world around you, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to improve systems and ideas. You approach life with strategic mindset, always looking several steps ahead and planning for various contingencies. Your independent nature is one of your defining characteristics. You value your autonomy and you prefer to work alone, trusting your own judgment and abilities above all else. This self-reliance combined with your intellectual prowess allows you to tackle complex problems with confidence and innovation. You are 61% introverted. It means you likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You are
54% judging.
70% intuitive. You are likely a very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. You're 67% thinking. You likely focus on objectivity and rationality, putting effectiveness above social harmony. 54% judging. You are likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. And you are 61% turbulent. You are likely self-conscious and sensitive to stress, success-driven perfection. You're success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. Would you like me to email you your results?
No.
Let's see. There's a thingy. It's like the compatibility test, I think. You're loyal. You have intellectual depth. You like direct communication, and you have good problem solving skills.
Weaknesses.
What are your weaknesses? Your weaknesses. You're emotionally reserved. You dislike small talk. You have a severe need for... I said severe. You have a need for independence and high expectations. Your standards for yourself and others can create tension in relationships.
I don't have standards for anybody but myself.
Maybe. Maybe not conscious ones. Because, like, internally, I mean, it's like our conversation from earlier, right? You said if I don't see something about you that's not generally interesting or something that I couldn't find a basis of a common, like a common interest between us, I don't see us being friends. I don't see us, I don't see myself conversating with you or conversing with you, And you said that earlier. It's not that you have like a high standard. I don't believe that you have like, oh, my friend needs to have this, this, and this. But instead of setting specifications, you are kind of setting eliminators instead. I'd kind
I
of
guess
prefer
yeah.
somebody who
They
wants,
gotta have this.
yeah, like I'd kind of like somebody who likes the music that I like, who likes the movies that I like, so that way we can talk about those kinds of things. We also just
Common
found a
ground.
commonality earlier where you and I are
Maxwell.
What's up, fellas?
Max.
Sorry, there's like 2 discords going on right now and tossing my brain.
No, you're good,
Even Mike.
You're good.
How are y'all
Mike.
doing?
We're vibing in
Oh,
here.
wait.
We doing.
I didn't mean to do that.
I'm still
There we
tripping
go.
about white Jesus, dog.
Yeah, I know, dude. That was funny.
That's just Zach
That's
Efron,
a
dog.
wise-
You can't tell
That's a
me.
wise sentence to come in. on.
Yo, yeah. Let me put it in the Discord because I know y'all ain't in the group chat.
We're doing a live stream right now, Max.
Yes.
We're streaming
But he'll think it's a game.
Felix's personality
Streaming your
quiz.
lives?
Yeah, we're streaming a little bit of live.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're-
real life live
Yeah,
stream?
you're live.
IRL?
You are currently live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch.
Okay, yep, I will try to watch that.
He's like N-words all day.
Thank you for the warning.
It's all
Related
good.
myself
Max was
in a
about to
very,
say something
very
so
canceled position.
Yeah, we're gonna get Alex in the easiest canceled position in his life.
I don't know who party leader is. Oh, I think Lenny is. Okay, I guess I have to swap discords again and tell Lenny to start this bitch up. Is anybody else joining?
Wait, fuck, if it's easier, I can just go to that one. Just so it's not crowding too much shit up here.
Was
Do you have it?
QP? Welcome back.
I don't know, but I'm sure Lenny will send me the link.
I don't know whose Discord it is. I think it's Pat's. So like I don't know if Lenny can.
No,
I don't know how
why is-
Discord really works.
Why is South of
Let me
Midnight
shoot
updating?
Leonard
That
a
game
text
ain't
real
even out
quick.
yet.
Quit, fucker!
I'm so ass at Discord. Let me see.
Yeah, no, I what is it? I texted my mom about it too. I was like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah, I have
can't-
no idea how this shit works.
Just sent Lenny a text. I hope he actually answers. No motherfucker Lenny like to leave undelivered.
It's not even that big of a deal. He can start it if he wants. He's in Discord with this guy named Paul, and then I think some of his other homies are joining in a sec.
Ooh.
what y'all doing, rivals?
Yeah.
Indeed,
Heard.
just some QP.
Felix, what do you think about these ones? This one says, like you have analysis paralysis. You have a tendency to analyze, and you can sometimes prevent yourself from taking action. Would you say?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I
That
overanalyze
sounds
it. And
about
I
right.
Yeah, we took Felix's personality test. The 16 personalities.
No, yeah. I know.
We honestly just trying to find streaming content. My Xbox shut down for like the second or third time this week, and I'm kind of nervous about it.
He said, I'm about to throw it at the wall.
It's kind of upsetting me how much it's shutting down, and I don't know. I'm gonna clean it out here in a little bit though.
Mm.
So, Alex,
Yois.
now that you and Felix are done with the personality test, what would you want to do now?
I don't know. It's like I said, my Xbox shut down for the second or third time this week,
He's
so
like-
I gotta clean it out. I can't really play any games on my Xbox, and yeah, I mean, I kind of gotta wrap up stream soon anyway, so I really don't know
Why are you wrapping up?
because I gotta go get Mare.
Oh,
He's like,
well,
well,
when you get back, we should play Repo.
Maybe. Oh, I thought that said autism. It said altruism.
Altruism.
I'll boot up
Sounds
my
about right.
Xbox. We could. Architects you may know
Damn it, I
are
did-
I should.
Frederick Nietzsche, Michelle Obama, Elon Musk,
Frederick
and
Nietzsche.
Christopher Nolan. Oh,
Yo,
Arnold
you got Christopher
Schwarzenegger
Nolan in the
and
chat, dog?
Colin Powell.
Yo, you can't say that word.
Why the fuck would I know Michelle Obama? I know Frederick Nietzsche. I know Elon
What do you
Musk.
mean you don't know Michelle Obama?
Who the fuck is Colin
I don't know.
Powell? Who the fuck
Who
is
the
Samantha
fuck is
Power?
Michelle
Power?
Obama's
Walter
what's
White.
Michelle Obama's last name?
What's
though?
Michelle Obama's
Walter
last
White,
name,
not
dog?
the little meth bag too, bruh.
I know.
Peter Baelish or
Actually, apparently,
Littlefinger.
her and Barack Obama are getting
Not
divorced.
Peter Baelish.
Yeah, I remember.
And
I remember you
Tywin.
putting that in chat one time.
Yeah,
Fucking
And I was
Lord
like,
Baelish.
"Oh,
Gandalf the
Your
Grey.
little finger over there.
Gandalf the Grey. That's my dude.
Moriarty, Katniss, 7 of 9.
Katniss Everdeen?
Jay
I like
Gatsby.
that.
Look at you, the Great Gatsby way.
Catnip.
Hey.
I hope
Jay
that didn't mess up
Gatsby.
for you on stream like it did in Discord.
Look at this. Does anyone else's brain just feel cluttered or even foggy all the time? This is the INTJ page. We don't have an off switch for over processing, so yes. All right.
Oh yes.
Literally, just as Felix
So,
was like,
yeah.
he's like, I overthink shit all the time. I do like this though. Like these quizzes are really cool. I like this is
Like, you know
is
that.
how you find out about people.
Like, you know when like an old ass computer from like 1999 would like buffer because it would try to analyze the thing. That's me.
Me watching early age YouTube. Me waiting half an hour for a 10 to maybe 5-minute video.
Caleb, do you remember your
Bruh.
do you remember your title that they gave you? Like virtuoso, adventurer, entrepreneur, entertainer?
Oh, is that what that is?
Because like this one will give you your actual thing. These are your personality types, right? So yours is architect. We're pretty similar. Yours is INTJ, right? And I got ENTJ. I got the commander.
Commander.
Yeah, so mine it's like, you know, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. And I literally tell that to my mom. I'm like, my mom. It's what I got into an argument with my mom about that. She was like, you know, that's just the way things are. I'm like, yeah, but how fucking often do I have to sit here and just be like, yeah, that's just the way things are. Like I want to do something else other than sit here and bitch about it. So I'm just gonna do the things that I like. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you've been.
Yeah, it's
preaching
literally,
this whole
and this is literally this is why I say this is why I like this site, because like it helps you figure stuff out like that. Like Felix and I are along the same levels where he's like, you know, let's get rid of it all. It's a solution. He's coming up with something that is a solution. Yeah. Versus
Yes,
me,
let
I'm
me
like, let's
just
fucking
hope
fix
the
it.
world dead.
Throw it away.
World. Nuke it. Fallout. Fuck it.
I don't know about all that.
He's gonna lose his nose.
Nah, fuck it.
You're gonna lose your nose like the red dude.
Yeah.
What's
Hell
his name?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gould.
I mean, I have a fucking revolver.
Yeah, go ahead, get a head start, blow off your nose with it.
Blow my
Fuck.
nose with it.
Yeah,
That
blow
fucking
off your
hurts.
nose. Just your nose.
I don't think it's only his
I'll
nose
Just
that's
Smith
coming
and
off,
Wesson to the nose, not to the dome, to the nose.
I'll wait till I'm dead.
Well, that sounds like a quitter mentality to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Go ahead, put the revolver to your nose.
Not like. Not trying to like poke on Felix, but
Not
there was a thing about that where like. This guy had written an article, and it was like there are 8 billion people on this earth, and I think there should be none. It was super popular. It got real huge. He's like, there are 8 billion people on this earth, and I think there should be none. And people were like actually reading that, like, because this guy was just like, people should die. Nobody needs to be on Earth. And my first response, and I hope everyone else's response was like, you should start with yourself. with that kind of train of thinking. Like, you think humans are parasites? Like, what? Why would you ever call your mother a parasite? First of all, he started like all humans. He goes, including my parents or
Bro,
some shit.
really,
Like,
bro, really hit it with that. I was like, your mother? She was just a pet to me. Like,
yeah, he's like,
like
Debbie, she's just a pet
Mostly,
to me.
it's just that all humans
that's really that mentality of
kill
that.
each other anyway.
Bro.
Yeah, but that's a quitter mentality. You know? Like well, me personally, I hate that. Passionate. I do hate the idea of people, not to rash on you, but like, I do hate the idea of people just being all like, let's just factory reset. Let's just call it a day. Now, do I believe that everything can be fixed with the snap of my fingers? Of course not. Obviously not.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think with some work and time, things could work. Now, obviously, where we currently are in the world, that's a little far fetched and a stretch. But I still do believe there are moments where like it can be fixed. I think people are just over exaggerating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the media fear mongers, I think. It's heavily implied that.
Well, and especially in such an internet age we are now, where fear mongering is like the biggest thing. Like anybody could tell you something, and immediately you can impact everyone, and it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm. Look,
It's
Caleb.
like back in the day, I just had to read the paper.
I went straight to the weaknesses for the ENTJ weaknesses, because everyone knows my strengths. Obviously, everyone knows and thinks these things of me. Thinks these things that are very positive of me, but like the stubbornness and being intolerant and impatient and arrogant. I've received this quite a few times. Poor handling of emotions, also very true. Like that one's, yeah, that's a big one. But like, I think that's one of those that's what builds that kind of personality type. Is like you don't do with the emotion first. You'll go like we got a system here. We got a system here, and if it's gonna work, you want harmony. I'll show you real harmony. That means that everyone's actually doing what we need to do. Nobody's freaking the fuck out. Everything's efficient. Everything's clean. But like nowhere in there is there emotion in hand for that, and it makes me it makes me feel bad because half the time I won't take others' emotions into regard, and then whenever it's my turn for like emotions to happen, I don't know what to do because I didn't take time to process that. So it's like, oh well, shit. Oh no, hey, the emotions are happening now. It's so yeah. That's how you have weak emotional control skills, such as mine. Versus but then that's the rest of my strengths rely on the rest of the system working. Just let me cry in my room. We have a running ship, right? It's like, hey, we're floating.
There may be a hole or two, but
like this ship has no holes. It is a working tight ship. The captain just cries a little bit. He just has an ADD. He's just like something's wrong with the captain.
Just has a day or the captain just has a day or two.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just like. I like finding out things like this because it's I don't know how many questions was that, Felix? Like 100? 60? It didn't feel like that many. We were having a good talk, so the entire time it was fine. But I like finding out things like that because what did you get, Mike?
I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I looked. I know it's in chat somewhere.
It's somewhere.
If you look yeah, it is in chat. I think if you probably search like tag words, you could probably find it. I don't remember. All I know is like I'm like pretty. I remember it was like one of the because we were talking about like the little entrepreneur or whatever those little things, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having one like that.
Yeah, what was that?
Entrepreneur or something.
Okay, you got entrepreneur?
I just don't. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Because then that would tell me it's ESTP.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the ending letter was? Was it A or T?
I want to say T. I want to say T.
Hmm.
I think that's what I remember. I've done this quiz I've done the quiz and I've gotten the same answer like 3 times. So I think as like
It's T.
I just barely remember it.
Gotcha. And see, like, I feel like these are pretty good. Like, I mean, they're not obviously 100% guaranteed to be right every single time, but I like them. You know, I think that it's got a pretty good like a pretty good overarching view of how people with the like people who did the test honestly and answered them, you know, the way that they should answer. If you receive organic responses that I think are very good. Like Mike is pretty bold. The explanation he gave earlier for what he was saying was rational and practical. Yeah, you know, I'll put it in. It says original. I'll put it in like Tekken terms. Mike likes mixing his own combos. He's a 50-50 guy.
making my own thing.
He's very perceptive. He's a pretty. We got, you know, he's pretty direct. Which we've also got to be pretty direct.
Bro, perceptive. There have been times where like, well, no, it's so funny because like every time people tell me that, it's like because I've had that been told before, and it's like, no, I'm not. Because I've had people come in my workplace, and one of the people come up to me. He was like, "Yeah, I saw you at the store, and I called you like 3 times." And I was like, "I didn't hear a thing, dog. I didn't see
Well,
you."
you can be perceptive at some things, but not at others.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, you're still perceptive. I mean, like I said, the explanation that you made earlier, you were like, "I would like to do something about it. We should do something about it." It's kind of a quitter mentality. Like that's pretty perceptive to have that kind of inner thought to instead of just being like, yeah, I agree. I think we should just throw it away.
Yeah.
And you're very sociable. Everybody says you're very sociable.
Oh well, yeah.
I feel like some of
That
these
one's a
though.
given.
Yeah, that one's a pretty given. I feel like some of these like weaknesses are pretty overarching though for like everyone. Like, see, this insensitive, impatient, impulsive. Yeah, like those are like the top 3 for everyone. You know, like. But I feel like everyone's biggest weakness is that they are insensitive to other people's things. But as long as we are working on those things, I think it's fine. Obviously, that's not the 100% the case in every situation, but some of these other ones I feel like the under the main the 3 eyes, you have like unstructured or may miss the bigger picture, you know. Like stuff like those where it's like, okay. I can tell my friends who have this kind of personality type have these kinds of weaknesses, and these are the kinds of things that we like as a group, at least even like within a small group, could like work on together, you know, just as homies, and like doing that should encourage other people around, you know. You see that you got a harmonic homie group. People want harmonic homie groups. It's pretty cool. You started leading by example, and more people do it, then it starts becoming a trend, and trends happen all over the world. Am I right or am I right, Felix?
Easy wheeze or easy wing?
You fucking Tom and Jerry. I want to watch Tom and Jerry again. Oh, that would be another good watch party idea.
Tom and Jerry.
Yes.
Just spam through a bunch of Tom and Jerry. I'd be down to
Yes,
spam
dude.
through a bunch of Tom and Jerry.
My favorite Tom and Jerry episode is the potions one. You know what I'm talking-
My favorite one is the cowboy one where he takes that one drag off of a cigarette.
You set my soul on fire.
No, he comes. It's a whole like Western cowboy theme, and he walks up to the female cat, and he rolls up his tobacco in one hand, lifts it up in the air, shoots it, one drag, and then just
I feel like
blows out in smoke. Howdy.
Oh yes, I do remember that. I thought he did that when he was trying to be that French dude for that other cat when he was he was playing the piano.
You set my soul on fire is the whole what is it, cello bass It's like, is you is or is
Yeah.
you ain't my baby.
Yeah, before that, I thought he did a cigarette on that one too.
I don't remember.
I just thought
I
because
thought it was only the
I think it's hilarious either way. Man,
the
Tom and
V.
Jerry's goated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Time to figure out how
we got like
this crit build is made.
30 minutes before I got a Gizzo. What are we gonna do, gents?
I don't know. I'm on something you can't get on
Yeah,
at the moment.
I need to clean. Yeah, I'm gonna clean my
I'm just
Xbox.
vibing till the other dudes get home.
Oh, I guess Mike,
The
we
other
can
dudes
ask you.
still aren't home yet, which is kind of surprising. Huh?
Well, it is kind of. But don't they usually get home at like? Oh well, actually no, because then I would
Well, it's
have
usually
already
around-
gone
It's
to.
usually around this time.
Well, yeah, because I would have already gone to the gym.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know yet. It was
Huh.
like I bet it's just I wonder if Dom had a drag. Either that or they went to Walmart or something real quick.
Maybe.
Walmart.
Oh, but we were coming up with ideas because Felix had put it in my head that we should try to do like sketches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
We were coming up with funny ideas, and you're a funny guy, so we're gonna talk to you about that. I'm gonna end the stream, and then we can discuss that for like for the last little bit if you want.
I'm down.
Bye stream. I hope. Oh shoot, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. We're all active completely for the last 3 hours, which is great. I'm glad that I know that it'll all at least stay stable because it crashed earlier, so I was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's working, and it was all nice. I stayed.
Oh, speaking of which, there they are.
Nice. I stayed fairly low traffic on the computer, so it didn't stress out too hard.
Oh, well.